Okay. So whenever there are two equations given, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, and I say a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, I'll say this will give me infinite number of solutions. Why infinite number of solutions? For example, an equation multiplied both side by 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll say this is the same equation. If you double a equation, it is absolutely fine. There will be no change in the value. So I'm saying that both of them are talking about the same thing. So it is like one person says a thing, the other person is also repeating the same thing. I'll say infinite solution. तो दोनों बाप बेटे हैं, दोनों एक दूसरे की बात मानते हैं यूजुअली, वैसे ऐसा होता नहीं है. Fine. So a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2 will give you infinite solution. अगर दोनों एक ही बात कहते हैं but the final verdict is different, two brothers fighting over something, they are saying the same thing. a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2 will give you infinite solution. अगर दोनों एक ही बात कहते हैं but the final verdict is different, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2 will give you infinite solution. So this is the point where I say infinite solution is infinite solution.
Sir, can't hear you.
Hello. Just check who is the host now. Anushka, you are the host. Kindly make me host so that I can share the screen. Anushka ji, can you hear?
Yes, sir, I can hear, but how to do it?
Just click on this and then you say make him host.
Sir, which
Click on
button?
just go on participants. You'll
Okay.
find my name there, Jay Sejwan. Click
Yes,
on
sir.
that and say make him host.
Okay, sir. Done.
Okay, done. Thank you. Okay, so we were talking about some equations. Similarly, when I'm saying that 3 burger plus 2 sandwich cost me rupees 400, the another says 6 burger plus 6 sandwich cost me rupees 900. Now here, the two lines are neither parallel nor collinear. That means their slope will not be same. Slope means x-axis and this is y-axis. The angle subtended by the line with the positive x-axis is known as, tangent of that is known as a slope. So when I know the two lines a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, means their slope are not same. Means the angle subtended by with the positive x-axis will not be same. This is not same. That means the two line will always intersect at one point. In that case, I say a1 upon a2. If it is not equal to b1 upon b2, I'll say this will give me unique solution. कितने solution होंगे? एक ही solution होगा. Because two lines, if they are not parallel or they are not collinear, they are certainly going to intersect at only one point, with the condition that both of them should be on the same plane. So when I'm writing x and y, we are talking about a plane xy. I hope all of you understand. This screen is divided in length and breadth. So I can say this is two-dimensional plane. If I hold a cube or a cup, I'll say that is three-dimensional. Fine. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So this was the thing which was left in the last class. Let's move to the next one. Now we are going to talk about the quadratic equation. Anyone having any doubt can ask. Repeat what, Anjali? I said that whenever there are two equations, this equation can be written as a b1y is equal to minus a1x minus c1. I can say y is equal to minus a1 by b1x minus c1 by b1. Similarly, I can write this equation y is equal to minus a2 upon b2 into x minus c2 upon b2. These are the two equations which are forming. So whenever there are two lines and their slope, this is known as a slope. Any line can be written in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. M is the slope of the line with the positive x-axis. ये positive x-axis है, इसके साथ जो angle बनता है इसको slope कहते हैं. Tangent of that is known as a slope. तो किसी भी general equation of a line is y is equal to tan theta into x plus c. Y is equal to tan theta into x plus c. So the answer will come out to be m is the slope. M is equal to this tan theta. I hope it is clear. Now when I am saying the two lines, their slope are not same. Minus a1 upon b1, minus a2 upon b2. I'll say that means a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. I'll say the line are not collinear. They are not parallel. They are not parallel. So in that case, the lines, whenever they are not parallel, their slope are not same. So they must be intersecting somewhere. And where are they going to intersect? They are going to intersect maximum at one point. I hope it is clear. Anjali, is it clear now? Fine. How will you draw y is equal to x square? You must be carrying a copy in your hand. Draw y is equal to x square. If you have studied maths in class 11, 12, it would be easy for you. Okay, I'm sure that most of you have drawn it. Okay, like half you, Ishita is saying, Nikhil is saying parabola, very nice. Winnie is saying you, very nice, Winnie. It's a parabola, Utsav is saying. इशिता हाफ नहीं होगा, ये पूरा ही होगा. देखो, I put x is equal to 0, y comes out to be 0. 1 में it is 1, minus 1 again 1, 2 it is 4, minus 2 it is 4, 3 it is 9, minus 3 it is 9. So now a very important thing that I want to tell you here, when x is replaced by minus x, जब आप x को minus x में replace करोगे and y does not change, then the curve is identical about y-axis. Identical about y-axis का मतलब y-axis के जितना ही लेफ्ट में बनेगा उतना ही राइट में बनेगा. I hope it is clear. So this is a parabola that you are going to get. At 0 it is 0, at 1 it is 1, at minus 1 also 1, at 2 it is 4, at minus 2 it is 4, at 3 it would be 9, at minus 3 also it is 9. Very nice. I hope it is clear. तो ऐसे करके आप इसे आराम से बना सकते हो, कोई भी इशू नहीं होगा इसमें. Now if I ask you y is equal to minus x square कैसे होगा? अच्छा, ये आप मानते हैं कि x square will be always positive. जो भी आप x की वैल्यू रखो, x square will always be positive. So what about y is equal to minus x square? Should I say the curve will be like this? Y is equal to minus x square. So the moment you are attaching a minus sign before x square, it will change about x-axis. So earlier it was forming a u in upward direction, now it is forming u in the downward direction. Yes. Okay. Now if I say y is equal to y of x square, how will the figure be? At x is equal to 0, y would be 0. At 1 it will not be 1, it will be 2. At 2 it will not be 4, it would be 8. At 3 it will not be 9, it will be 18. So the only change here will be the curve will be steeper. स्टीपर बनेगा और ज्यादा जो फैला हुआ है उसकी जगह ये स्टीपर हो जाएगा. Yes, Winnie, it is a steeper one. So y is equal to twice of x square is this. What about y is equal to thrice x square? This will be little more steeper. Y is equal to 10x square. Y is equal to infinite x square. अब इतना स्टीप हो जाएगा कि ये मर्ज हो जाएगा y एक्सिस में. अगर आपको यकीन नहीं आ रहा तो इनफाइनाइट होता 1/0, 0 multiply here, x square is 0, x equal to 0, x is equal to 0 is what? Y axis. तो मर्ज होके ये y axis रह जाएगा. I hope it is clear. Similarly, when I say y is equal to x square, को आप कम कर दो, you change it to 0. When it is 0, this become y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 is what? My dear, it is x axis. Is it clear? Any doubt till this point you can ask. क्योंकि ये ग्राफ बनाना सबको आना चाहिए. If it is clear, write a yes. Otherwise, you can say no as well. Plug, Priya Garg, Archit, Muskan, Ujjwal, Vinny, Rohan, अर्पित.
फिर मैं तेरे को कॉल करती हूँ थोड़ी देर में.
स्विच ऑफ यार, किससे बात कर रही हो?
Sir, I can't send you message.
हाँ सर, मैसेज नहीं भेज सकते.
कई तो बेचारे देखते हैं कि बाकी लोग यस यस लिख रहे हैं, लिख ही दो यस. पता नहीं दे आर लिसनिंग और नॉट. ओके, चलो भव्या जी, आपका भी यस आ गया, थैंक यू. निकिता जी, हमने कहा कि अगर आप इनफाइनाइट बढ़ाते बढ़ाते आप इतना ले जाओ कि इनफाइनाइट कर लो कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर. So this will merge with the y-axis, and I have given you the example that x is equal to 0 is actually y-axis. और आप इसे कम करो, देखो नेगेटिव करोगे तो ये नीचे की तरफ चले जाता है, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. बट इफ यू the lowest minimum value will come out to be 0. So 0 into x square is 0, y is equal to 0 is actually x axis. अगर आप देखो x axis पे y की वैल्यू सारी 0 होती है. As you move up, then only the value of y will be increasing. So on x axis, y is equal to 0. Similarly, if you are talking about y-axis, I'll say x is 0, 0, 0. Y can have any value, but x will be equal to क्या? 0. So I hope you understood this. Let's move on to the next one now. पैराबोला थोड़ा बहुत क्लियर हुआ आपको? मैं आपको एक पैराबोला का फिगर बनाने के लिए y is equal to x square plus 3. Draw this. Draw on your notebook. We all know y is equal to x square is drawn like this. Y is equal to x square plus 3 will move up by 3. So earlier when you were putting x is equal to 0, y was equal to 0. Here, if you are putting x is equal to 0, y comes out to be 3. So the only difference here is it is going to move up. Yes, Utsav. Ujjwal, very good. So it will go up by 3. So I'm sure all of you can also do this. What about y is equal to x square minus 2? So let's try to first draw y is equal to x square. If you are saying it is minus 2, you can pull down it. Move down this by 2. Y is equal to x square minus 2. Is it clear? किसी को कोई दुविधा हो तो पूछ लीजिए यार. Any doubt? Archit, no. I hope it is clear. Okay. Abhishek is saying that repeat it. Okay, I'll repeat it. Abhishek, I'm sure that you understand what is y is equal to x square, my dear. If you separate, will pull down. If you separate it further by some value, this is will be further pulled down. If you subtract it further, it will be further pulled down by 5. If you are going to add something to it, I'll take it up. मतलब ये सेम है, सॉरी आपको थोड़ा सा ये, दिस इज द सेम पैराबोला. So it will go up. This is y is equal to x square plus 2. और ऊपर ले जाइए आप, y is equal to x square plus 3. I hope it is clear. यही बताया और कुछ नहीं बताया. ठीक है, let's move to the next one. Y is equal to twice of x square minus 3. Kindly draw this. आप अपना बनाइए. Is it clear? I'm sure that you must have drawn it by the similar way. If your answers are not similar, please cross check it from here. So 2x square was someone which was expanded. In case of multiplying it by 2, this will become little more steeper. If you are subtracting it by 3, you will pull down it by 3. Fine. So how will you draw this? The first thing is any of the perfect square minimum value will be 0. It cannot be negative. So you need to find out what is the minimum term of this. You'll say y will come 0 at x is equal to minus 2. Yes, it will not shift right, it will shift on your left. So at minus 2, this will be intersecting with the x-axis, and the curve name will come out to be y is equal to x plus 2 ka whole square. So I'll put it equal to 0. I'll get at x is equal to minus 2, this value of y will come out to be 0. Anushka, is that clear? Kindly draw this one, all of you. हो सके तो इसे y is equal to x square, y is equal to x plus 3 square. Then you form this one. Srishti, which one you want me to repeat? Y is equal to x square मैम पहले बनाया, twice करते ही ये स्टीपर हो जाएगा. -3 बाहर लिखा है मैम, इसे नीचे खींच लेंगे. So if you talk about this one, y is equal to x plus 2 का whole square, you know the minimum value of any perfect square is 0. I'll say y is equal to 0 at x is equal to minus 2. So at minus 2, y comes out to be 0. This is the parabola that is going to form. Now I have given you this question. So whenever it is written as this, you put it equal to 0, you will get where it will shift. So it will shift on your left. Archit is saying shift 3 left and making steeper. Very nice. Okay, let's make y is equal to x square first. Say this is y is equal to x square. What about y is equal to x plus 3 square? I'll put it equal to 0. I'll say x is equal to minus 3. Mein this is going to intersect. I'll say y is equal to twice of x plus 3 ka whole square. Y is equal to twice of x plus 3 ka whole square. That will be your answer. Is that fine? Any doubt? Okay. Kindly draw this now. We'll be slowly moving to the general equations. Draw this one. Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. Want to take a screenshot? Here is it. Take the one. Okay. Anushka, very nice. So I'm sure you have drawn it. So whatever is the coefficient of x, I'll half it. Please listen to this very carefully because this is the standard formula. Whatever is the coefficient of x that you are finding, you need to half it with the condition that the coefficient of x square should be 1. अगर coefficient of x square 1 नहीं है तो वो common ले जाओ. So I'll say half of that is 1. I'll write it x plus 1 ka whole square, which gives you x square plus 2x plus 1. Plus 2 more will be added to this. Now you get an equation y is equal to x plus 1 whole square plus 2. Let's try to draw x plus 1 whole square equation. Put it equal to 0. At x is equal to minus 1, y comes out to be 0. So the parabola will look like at minus 1 पे, at x is equal to minus 1, y is 0. This is my curve. आपने कहा लेकिन सर प्लस 2 भी तो था. कोई बात नहीं है, प्लस 2 था. I'll take it up. So minus 1 comma 2 will be the new vertex of. This is y is equal to x plus 1 whole square plus 2. I hope it is clear. The vertex will come out to be minus 1 comma. Clear? So now let's come to the equation. Many a times the equation is given like this and equal to 0 and they say find the solution. जो बोल रहा हूँ आप ध्यान से सुनिएगा. We know y is equal to this one. This is the expression, then only I can draw it. But whenever someone is putting it equal to 0, they want to find out the value of x for which y comes out to be 0. So any equation which is given as a equal to 0, that means y is equal to 0. Means it wants to find out those values of x for which y is 0. Look at this equation. Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. You already have drawn it. This is x plus 1 ka whole square plus 2. I know a perfect square will be always 0 or more than that. If you add 2 to that, how can it be equal to 0? It is hanging in the air. This is y. This is x axis which is written as a y is equal to 0. there's no point, there's no value of x for which y will come out to be kya? 0. I hope it is clear. -1 है. Draw it, find out the solution of it. इसको -7 कर लो, थोड़ा अच्छा लगेगा. Write it -7. Okay, Jewel has got one answer. That is 1 and -7. Okay, shift curve left towards -3 and pull down till -16. Okay. I want to find out the solution of it. I asked you to find out the solution of it. Curve I know all of you can draw. What would be the solution of it? Good, Ishita and Anushka. Priya Garg has also given the answer. Vinny is saying no solution. Okay, Vinny. So when I'm putting it equal to 0, I'm asking about the solution. मैंने बोला भी था solution. Y is equal to 6x minus 7. Whenever, listen to this, step 1, is the coefficient of x square 1? If it is not 1, take something common so that the coefficient of x square would be 1. Divide the coefficient of x by 2. Write down that value 3. I can write it as x plus 3 whole square. I know it gives me x square plus 6x plus 9. So -9 and -7 will come there. So y comes out to be x plus 3 square minus 16. As it is given as a equal to 0, solution का मतलब ये होता है, on y axis where is it intersecting, I'll put it equal to 0. X plus 3 square is equal to 16. Or I'll say x plus 3 is equal to plus minus 4. Or x is equal to 1 or it is equal to -7. जो लोग देखना चाहते हैं ड्रॉ कैसे होगा, आप इस वाले फिगर को देखो सर. -3 में दिस इज -16. Say at -3 it is -16. Now there must be 2 points where it is going to intersect with it. So it must be going like this. क्योंकि एक पॉइंट इस एक सोल्यूशन इसका 1 है. I hope it is clear. One of its solution is 1. That is the reason why it will be drawn like this. So at 1 it will intersect, as well as at -7 it will give you 0. So these 2 points are the solution of it. सार्थक -9 इसलिए आया my dear. If you square x plus 3 का whole square, you are going to give x square plus 6x plus 9. But आपको तो सिर्फ आपको इतना दिया हुआ था. So this is giving you plus 9. So I don't want that plus 9. So I need to subtract 9 from there. -7 पहले था, -9 आया, -16 हो गया. Is it clear, Sarthak? Fine. Let's move to the next one. I hope it is clear. You can take a screenshot of it. Okay, so here is now the next part. So you all know what is parabola, how parabola is drawn, how are we finding out the solution of it. Now say there's a general curve. Usually this is a part of higher maths which is known as a numerical analysis. मान लो ऐसे कोई 8-10 degree का equation है and the curve is formed like this. Say that at a value of x it is giving me negative value. मान लो at -10 it gives me negative value, and at -8 it gives me positive value. So I would say one of its root must be lying between -5, -10 to -9. क्योंकि कोई भी अगर कंटिन्यूअस कर्व है, ध्यान से मेरी बात सुनिएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एनी कर्व व्हिच इज कंटिन्यूअस, इफ इट इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअस, का ब्रेक नहीं हो रहा, लगातार चल रहा है, इफ समथिंग चेंजेस फ्रॉम नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव, देयर मस्ट बी अ पॉइंट वेयर इट इज कमिंग आउट टू बी जीरो. जरूरी नहीं है वो इंटीजर हो, जरूरी नहीं है वो रैशनल नंबर हो, इट कैन बी आल्सो इरेशनल नंबर, इट कैन बी एनी रियल नंबर वेयर इट इज इंटरसेक्टिंग विद x axis. Now it is positive and you find one more point after that where you are saying at -6 it is coming out to be negative. So there must be a point between -8 and -6, not necessarily -7 होगा, क्या पता -7.1 होगा, where it is coming out to be 0. Again from negative it changes to positive, so there must be a point where it will become 0, so that while moving from negative to positive it will come out to be 0 at a particular point. I'll say that is the root of the equation, that is known as the solution of the equation. I hope it is clear. Fine. Now let's talk about the root. You must have heard about the word root. To find out the root of an equation, आपने काफी सुना होगा इसके बारे में. Ishita Gupta, if the coefficient, for example, if it is 2x square plus 8x plus 11. Now, if it is not 2 and you want to find out the solution of it, the first thing is whatever is the coefficient of x square, take it common. X square plus 4x. Don't consider constant here, constant को भारी रखो. Now whatever is the coefficient of x, half it. That shows x plus 2 का whole square हो जाएगा. So if you open it, you get x square, you'll get 4x, you'll also get 4. 4 2s are 8, plus 8 आ रहा तो आपको -8 करना पड़ेगा. So your equation will change to twice of x plus 2 का whole square plus 3. You remember y is equal to x plus 2 का whole square कैसे बनाते हैं? ऐसे बनाते हैं. y is equal to twice of x plus 2 का whole square कैसे बनाते हैं? I'll say plus 3. It will go up. तो जो यहाँ पहले -2 में it was 0, at -2 it will come out to be 3. That is what you can do. I hope it is clear, Ishita ji. Okay, fine. Anyone having any query can ask. Okay. Now what do you mean by root? बचपन में हमने पढ़ा था कोई पेड़ होता है, स्टेम के बाद ये नीचे जो होता है, this is root. So this is ground, and the root begin from the ground. I'm sure this is what you have studied. In maths, this is x-axis, any curve which is lying above x-axis is known as the stem of this, and from here the root starts. The only difference in maths is where y comes out to be 0 is known as the root. This is not the root. This is not the root. This is not a root. But these two points where y comes out to be 0 are known as the root of the equation. I've drawn all this so that you can understand it. So for example, if I'm saying x square minus 5x plus 6 is there, I want to find out the root of this equation. So what I'm saying is, say the two roots of this is alpha and beta. I can say x is equal to alpha, so x minus alpha is equal to 0. X is equal to beta, so x minus beta is equal to 0. If you multiply both of them, you will get x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. It further gives you x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Now what is given here, if you compare it with x square minus 5x plus 6, I'll say alpha plus beta is equal to 5 and alpha into beta is equal to 6. अब जो ज्ञान दे रहा हूं उसे ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Whenever there is a general equation which is given to you, quadratic equation, the first thing, as I told you, I don't want coefficient of x square to be 1 because it is already equal to 0. I'll divide both sides by a so that the coefficient of x square can become 1. This will give you the two roots alpha and beta. जितनी डिग्री होती है, जितनी पार होती है, highest power of a variable in an equation is going to give you the degree. So here the highest power of x is coming out to be variable की highest power कह रहा हूँ. The highest power of variable is coming out to be 2. I'll say it is a quadratic equation. So if it is having the degree 2, it will have two roots per chair. इसके दो रूट होंगे, चाहे वो रियल हो या इमेजिनरी हो, लेकिन होंगे दो रूट. Now, if you open this curve and comparing these equation, I'll say comparing these two equations, I'll say minus alpha plus beta is equal to b by a, or I could say alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Similarly, alpha into beta is c by a. So you will get two different equations where the sum of the root is minus b by a and the product of the root is equal to c by a. So you tell me a number whose product is 6 but their sum is 5. So I know 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 into 3 is kya? 6. So the root of this will be x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. I'll say the root of this is x is equal to 2 and 3. I hope it is clear. किसी को कोई डाउट हो तो प्लीज पूछ लीजिएगा. Any doubt? Fine. अगर आपको समझ में आ ही गया है तो फिर आगे चलते हैं. Say it is a cubic equation. How do you know it is a cubic equation? The highest power of x is 3. So how many roots it will have? How many values of x for which y comes out to be 0? How many values are there? It will have 3 roots. Very good. जितनी पावर होंगी, जितनी डिग्री होगी, उतने ही रूट्स होंगे. So it will have 3 roots. Say the roots are alpha, beta and gamma. Srishti, take the screenshot. Fine. So I'll say x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma is equal to 0. I'll further write it as a x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square. Why? Listen to this. 2x will multiply with each other and then multiply with minus gamma. 2x multiply with minus alpha. 2x multiply and then multiply with minus beta, you'll get this equation. Plus alpha beta, alpha gamma, beta gamma into x minus alpha beta gamma is equal to 0. So this equation when compared So I'll say the sum of the root is coming out to be minus b by a. एक ही बात है, ये minus of this is equal to this. I can say that alpha beta plus alpha gamma, sum of the product of the two roots is equal to c by a. And the product of the root will come out to be क्या? Minus d by a. I hope it is clear. पूछिए कोई डाउट है तो. Any doubt? So no doubt. Good. If it is a nth degree equation, Abhishek, any doubt you can ask? Okay. This also we need a coefficient of x equal to 1. Sir, can we please? Okay. Why you people ask these signs of alpha, beta and possible? So what you can do is you can take some root. For example, if you are saying the root of this is a1, a2, a3. So equation will become x minus a1, x minus a2, x minus a3. If you compare it with the ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, I'll divide it by a because to compare both the values, the coefficient of x cube should be same. So if you open it, it will give you minus a1 plus a2 plus a3 into x square plus a1 a2 a1 a3. यार ये एक्सपेंड कर लेना, अब इसका मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता आपको कि एक्सपेंशन कैसे होगा. ये दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, माइनस माइनस प्लस, इसको x के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करो, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x आ जाएगा. Last time you will multiply these three values. Comparing them with this equation, I'll say minus a1 plus a2 plus a3. If these are the root is equal to b by a. भाई साहब माइनस साइन यहाँ से हटाओगे तो माइनस b by a आ जाएगा. The sum of the root is equal to minus b by a. The sum of the product. The sum of the product of two roots. That is a1 a2 a1 a3 a2 a3 is coming out to be क्या? c by a. You could cross check it from here. And the last one is a1 a2 a3. The product of the root minus of this is equal to d by a. माइनस साइन यहाँ से कैंसिल करके यहाँ लिया, मतलब यही था फॉर्मूला और कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है. So I have given you, if you don't want to take alpha, beta, gamma, take a1, a2, a3. I hope it will be easier through that way as well. So if it is clear, take a screenshot of it. I'm going to erase some part of it. That is the reason why I'm saying. क्योंकि ये जो nth डिग्री की इक्वेशन लिखी है उसका मुझे आंसर बताना है. Which one, Sarthak? You are talking about nth degree or third degree? Yeah, I'm going to tell you the solution of that. Still waiting for people to take a screenshot so that I can. As I said earlier, that in this case, it will have n roots and you will be dividing whenever you are comparing. So if their n roots are alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4, alpha n. Sorry, I cannot take a1, a2, a3 because these are the coefficients of them. So there are n roots, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 till alpha n. Fine. If I say I'll be writing x minus alpha is equal to 0, x minus alpha 2 will be equal to 0, x minus alpha 3 will be equal to 0, and you keep on multiplying, that is x minus alpha n is equal to 0. Further, I will say x to the power of n minus. If minus alpha multiply with all x, I'll get minus alpha 1 into x to the power of n minus 1. If except this x, all alphas are multiplying. So what will, only x are multiplying except this x. So I'll say plus alpha 2, plus alpha 3, plus alpha 4 till alpha n into x to the power of n. I hope you understand. सिर्फ x मल्टीप्लाई करते रहोगे और इसके लास्ट वाले का x छोड़ के अल्फा n से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो यही तो आएगा, माइनस साइन आएगा, आई विल ऑलरेडी टेकन कॉमन, प्लस अल्फा 1 into अल्फा 2, अल्फा 1 into अल्फा 3, प्लस अल्फा 1 into अल्फा 4, प्लस अल्फा 2 into अल्फा 3, चलता रहेगा, द सम ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू रूट्स हो गया, माइनस अल्फा 1 अल्फा 2 अल्फा 3, अल्फा 2 अल्फा 3 अल्फा 4, and this goes on as well. Alpha n minus 2, alpha n minus 1, and alpha n x to the power of n minus 2. This goes on. The last value of this will be left as minus 1 to the power of n, because I don't know how many roots are these. अगर ये 4 रूट होंगे तो पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, 5 रूट होंगे तो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, 5 roots would be there, I'll say negative, 6 roots में this will be positive. You keep on multiplying n roots is equal to 0. By comparing this, I can say the sum of the root. ये दोनों कंपेयर करो, that will come out to be minus a1 upon a0. What is the sum of the product of two roots, alpha I into alpha j, जहां i j के बराबर नहीं है, नहीं तो alpha 1 square alpha 2 square भी हो जाएगा, 1 से लेके n तक जा रहे हैं, so that gives you a2 upon a0. If it is the sum of the product of three roots, starting from 1 and goes till n, I'll say it is minus 1 का cube, and this comes out to be a3 by a0. ऐसे करके चलता रहेगा. Any query you can ask. Sir, why is the coefficient of summation of alpha x to the power of n and not? I'm not able to understand this. Ishita ji, I have taken an nth degree equation. If there is a first degree equation, I'll write, look here, I'll write two values, x to the power 1 and x to the power of 0. If I'm writing a quadratic equation, it will have three terms. If it is a nth degree equation, how many terms will be there? It will have surely n plus 1 terms. Is that fine? So I'm saying nth degree equation would be written in this form as this one. Whatever is the degree of it, same will be the roots of it. The power is n, so it will have n roots. N roots का मतलब x is equal to alpha 1 में y comes out to be 0. इसका मतलब x minus alpha 1 is equal to 0. X minus alpha 2 is equal to 0. If you open this, if you multiply them, there are n roots. The first case you multiply only x is x to the power of n आ गया. Now you pick up this constant and rest of them are x to the power of n minus 1 आ जाएगा. अच्छा, you are talking about this. फिर क्या आ जाएगा, n minus 2 आ जाएगा, n minus 3 आ जाएगा, n minus 4 आ जाएगा, and so on. So similarly, if you are multiplying these two, तो आपको पता है all x are coming except these two alphas, and alpha 1 and alpha 2, alpha 1 and alpha 3, alpha 1 and alpha 4. So that will give you x to the power of n minus 2, n minus 3, and so on. So when you compare them, I think Ishita was saying this thing only. When you compare them, the sum of the root is minus a1 upon a2, which is known as also minus coefficient of second highest power or of x divided by coefficient of highest power of x. वैसे इसमें sum of the product, this is coefficient of third highest power of x upon coefficient of highest power of x, and this will go on like that. Okay, Saloni, is it clear? Please look at it, take a screenshot. If people have understood it, please say a yes. Okay, fine. I don't think there's any more. Okay, clear. Let's move to the next one now. I think it is clear क्योंकि ये basic concept है. Now I'm starting with a sheet here. Fine. I would like you to try out question number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. First 4 questions. Time is 10 minutes. X is equal to 1, 2, minus 3 are the 3 of the root of this equation. How many of the following statement is always true? If I know x is equal to 1, 2 and minus 3 are the root of it, I can say x minus 1, x minus 2 and x plus 3 will be the root. Along with that, there will be one more root. Why? Because the power of this is 4. So this will be equated with x to the power of 4 plus b upon a, x to the power of 3, c upon a, x to the power of 2, d upon a, x plus e by a. How many of the following statement are true? So this is the equation given. P2 is equal to 0. Of course, if this is equal to this one, at x is equal to 2, this becomes 0 and all of them will also multiply and become 0. So this is true. In second part is the polynomial. It is saying that the px, the polynomial which is a 4th degree equation, should be only equal to x minus 1, x minus 2 and x plus 3. No, because by multiplying it is going to give you the highest power of x will come out to be 3. So we need to have x minus alpha as well. So I'll say no, px is not equal to this. Yes, it could be multiple of it. There's a 4th root which could be real or imaginary. Now understand this. Whenever the coefficients of x to the power of n, means x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2, all of their coefficients are coming out to be real, then the imaginary roots always come in pair. Roots come in pair. The imaginary roots never come alone. You cannot have only one imaginary root. You will have 2 imaginary roots, you will have 4 imaginary roots, you will have 6 imaginary roots, but it is not possible that one of the root will be imaginary. So this is also wrong. There's a 4th root which could be either real or imaginary. No, it has to be real. Now coming to the point D, if E is equal to 12, if E is equal to 12, by comparing here and A is equal to 2, look at this. 12 by 2 is coming out to be 6. The product of root of this, which is 1 into 2 into minus 3 into alpha, will come out to be 6. So can I say alpha must be equal to minus 1? So the 4th root must be minus 1. If you remember the equation I was writing in a quadratic equation, I was writing it as a ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. I was telling you alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and the product of the root is equal to c by a, the constant term upon the coefficient of x square. If it is a cubic equation, I'll say the sum of the root of this will come out to be minus b by a again, but this time the product of the root will come out to be minus d by a, because the sum of the product of the 2 roots, अगर 2 रूट का प्रोडक्ट करते हैं तो उनका जो सम आएगा वो -1 की पावर 2 अपॉन into c by a आएगा. So I hope you understand it is a fourth degree equation. The product of the root is the constant term upon the coefficient of highest power of x, which is coming out to be e by a. E is given as a 12, a is given as a 2, that is 6. If you are multiplying 4 roots, they are even number of roots, so it must be coming with a positive sign. So alpha comes out to be -1. I hope it is clear. Sarthak Narang, irrational 2, what does that mean? Okay. Let's see this one. X square plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the degree of this equation 2? We'll say x square is equal to -1. We'll say x is equal to root of -1. So my dear, you will get iota and minus iota. Root of -1 is known as a iota. For example, if you say x square plus 4 is equal to 0, I'll say x square is equal to -4. I'll say x is equal to root of -4. I can say it is root of -1 into root of 4. Root of 4 is 2. So plus -2 into root of this is coming out to be iota. I hope it is clear. That is the imaginary roots. For example, you got a parabola, y is x square plus 1. I'm sure all of you can understand this will be the figure forming. How many real roots of it? भाई कौन सी x की value है for which it will be coming out to be 0? There is no real value of it. So if you solve it, my dear, it gives you x square is equal to -1, x is equal to root of plus minus root of -1, where x is equal to plus minus iota. So I'll say there is no real value where it is going to intersect with the x-axis. हम मान लेते हैं, हम assumption कर लेते हैं कि इसके दो रूट है, एक iota है और एक माइनस आयोटा है. That is known as the imaginary roots. आपको समझ में आया? Now let's talk about the cubic equation. मान लो एक इक्वेशन ऐसे है. This is the cubic equation. Let me draw it. There are 3 places where it will be having root, where y will come out to be 0. Now you got one equation like this. This is y is equal to x cube is this curve. Now you will get only one root, that is x is equal to 0. The other roots, the other two values are not there where it is going to intersect with the x-axis. So I'll say the rest of the 2 are imaginary roots. क्या होता है भाई? Imaginary roots. There are no real value where it is going to intersect other than 0. I hope it is clear. This is the equation. X cube is equal to 1. अगर आपने पढ़ा हो तो इसका रूट होता है 1 ओमेगा एंड ओमेगा स्क्वायर. कुछ याद हो तो. So I know that there is only one value where it is going to intersect. There is no other value where it is going to intersect. I hope it is clear. तो बाकी जो रियल वैल्यू नहीं है उनको हम इमेजिनरी मानते हैं. ठीक है. अनूप कुमार, is it clear now? Sarthak, Ujjwal. Ujjwal is saying 4. क्या p is equal to 3? The roots are. कौन सा वाला पॉइंट बोल रहे हो यार उज्जवल? समझ में नहीं आ रहा. क्या है 4 p is equal to 3? क्या है ये? What is the answer of fourth one? Fourth one, you are talking about fourth point. Okay. Here is it. You are talking about this. My dear, x to the power of 4 plus bx cube. I'll divide this by a. I told you do divide it by a because then only you can compare it. E by a is equal to 0. If you are comparing it with the, now it is given as a e is 12. A is coming out to be 2. So if it is having 4 roots, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4. The product of root is, because the 4 roots are taken, minus 1 to the power of 4 into e by a. The 3 roots are already given in the main statement, that is 1 into 2 into minus 3. The fourth root I don't know, but that is equal to 12 by 2, my dear, which is 6. तो अल्फा -6 को किससे मल्टीप्लाई करूं कि 6 आ जाए यार? तो अल्फा 4 must be equal to -1, यही तो निकाला है. 1, 2 and -3 are already given in the main statement. Nikita, do you understand the fourth point? Ujjwal? Okay, there was one more student, I don't know who asked it. Someone asked about the C point. There's a fourth root which could be either a real or imaginary. I have given you the explanation, I think, why the roots are imaginary roots are always in pair. Fine. I hope it is clear. Any doubt you can ask me. Okay, let's move to the next one then. Question number 1 is done. So how many values are there which are satisfying? Only 2. fx denotes this curve. Find fx plus 1. तो x plus 1 के find out करने के लिए कह रहा है I'll replace x by x plus 1. जो बोल रहा है वो कर लीजिए, सॉल्व कर लीजिएगा. you'll get the equation. This is x cube plus thrice of x square plus thrice of x plus 1. That gives you thrice of x square plus 6 Yeah, Anjali, who is the host now? Okay. See, there must be some student who is host. Kindly check who is the host. Okay, I can share it now. Fine. Okay, see here. There's some net connectivity issue here in this area for the last 2 days. So I don't know why it is. It's really bad situation. So I hope it is clear that we have discussed. Any doubt in the previous question? You can ask. There are few things that you need to understand. Whatever is the degree of equation, same will be the root of the equation. It need not mean that all of them will be the real roots. But imaginary roots never come in the pair if सुन लीजिएगा, coefficient of x to the power of n, where n can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any value, will not be imaginary term. So if you are getting any of the real term, coefficient of x to the power 4, x to the power 3, x to the power 1, 2, 1, and even the constant term, if it is not an imaginary value, the imaginary roots will always come in pair. I have already given you some explanation for that. So let's move to the question number second is also done. X minus 3 is the factor of it. इसका मतलब x minus 3 is the factor of it. X minus 3 can divide it. इसका मतलब by putting, listen to this. If x minus 3 is the factor of it, put it equal to 0, x will be equal to 3. Put x is equal to 3 in the equation. If it satisfies, it must be satisfying here. 3 cube 5 into 3 square plus p into 3 plus 9 should be equal to 0. 27 plus 9 is 36. 9 5s are 45 plus 3p is equal to 0. 9 is equal to 3p. P is coming out to be 3. So F3. So in that case, P is coming out to be how much? 3. So what is the value of P? P is 3. The root of fx are क्या root होंगे इसके? So we already know that when P is equal to 3, this gives me a cubic equation like this. I want 3 roots, alpha, beta, and gamma, where 3 is already the root of it. Alpha can be replaced by 3, and the product of those root is minus 9. I'll cancel 3 from here. I'll say the product of the root must be equal to minus 3. Minus 3 कब हो सकता है? एक minus 3 हो, एक 1 हो, एक 3 हो, एक minus 1 हो. But along with that, sum of roots should be equal to 5. I'm sure all of you know minus sign, minus into minus is plus. I'll say one root is already 3. If other root is minus 3 plus 1, आप कहोगे सर इनका sum तो 1 आता है. If one root is 3, one is 3 and second is minus 1. So you get 3, 3 and minus 1. Their sum comes out to be 5. So I'll say the 3 roots will come out to be 3, 3 and minus 1. So root is 3, 3 and minus 1. Any query, please ask. Why we kept minus 9? Okay. You remember whenever there are 3 roots, alpha into beta into gamma. So minus 1 to the power of third. The constant term here is 9 upon the coefficient of highest power of x, which is 1. That is the reason why I keep it as minus 9. Had you been finding out alpha, beta, gamma, there are 2 roots taken at a time. So I'll say it is minus 1 to the power of 2. And the coefficient of that is coming out to be 3. So I'll say that will come out to be 3. One root is already given as a 3. So 3 beta plus 3 gamma plus beta into gamma is equal to 3. That is what you need to solve. So that becomes little lengthier. Rather than that, I have taken the product of the roots only. I think the last part is clear, Rajshri now. सार्थक बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो, बल्कि मैंने अभी सिंथेटिक डिवीजन भी पढ़ाऊंगा तुम्हें. I'll teach you synthetic division as well. But wait, I don't want to complete all things today. I want to take some question and then we will move to the synthetic division. Please make sure in the next class on Wednesday, you are going to ask me synthetic division as well. I'll describe that. Fine. Sarthak, is it clear? You can use this method. Okay. Rashri, is it clear? Rajarshi. Okay. Let's move to the next one. Let's come to the question number 4th now. X plus 4 is the factor of it. You can divide it by x plus 4. Whenever x plus 4 is factor of a fx, just put it equal to 0, x comes out to be minus 4. That means when you put x is equal to minus 4 in the equation, it should give you 0. So what I'm going to do here is I am putting x is equal to minus 4 here. Put it equal to 0. 64 into 3 minus 192 plus 16p plus 120 plus 24 is equal to 0. So 16p plus 144 minus 192 is equal to 0. So that gives you 16p is equal to 48. P comes out to be kitna? 3. The answer, the value of p will be 3. Solve for x is equal to fx is equal to 0 if all roots are integer. Now I need to check whether all roots are integer. So the equation becomes 3x cube plus p is already we find out 30x plus 24 is equal to 0. If you look at it, you can also divide it by 3. I hope I have already explained that earlier. Is equal to 0. What is the sum of root? One of the root is given as a minus 4. Other is beta plus gamma is equal to minus 1. Or beta plus gamma is coming out to be 3. So sum of the root, by comparing with this, I can say that is alpha plus gamma plus beta is 3. What about the product of the root? Minus 4 into beta into gamma is equal to minus 8. So beta into gamma is coming out to be 2. So I know the product of the two roots will come out to be 3, but their sum is coming out to be 3. So product is 2 and sum is 3. That is only possible 2 ones are 2. I hope it is clear. You could also write minus 2 into minus 1 bhi to 2 hota hai sir. But minus 2 minus 1 will not be giving you minus 3. It will not give you 3. It will give you minus 3. That is the reason why this is not acceptable. I'll say the two values of that is 2 and 1. So if all the roots are integer, solve for this. Yes, all roots are integer. One value is 2 and one value is 1. So I'll say from this I can get my answer. Is that fine? Please say a yes if it is clear. Very good. Anjali, Sarthak, Rajshri, Anushka. Very nice. Ujjwal, Anup Kumar, Nidhi Mittal, Archit, Vinny, Palak. There's so many people who are not answering. Abhishek Tyagi, Arpit Pandey, okay, he's saying yes. Bhavya. Fine. So if you have any query, please do ask. Okay, no query. Akashdeep, any query, any doubt? Please type down. Okay, all fine. Divyanshu. Akashdeep, you raise your hand. Any query, my dear? Yeah, Anup Kumar, I'll tell you it through synthetic division tomorrow. Whenever you have next algebra class. Tomorrow is mock analysis. So you need to go through the mock. I know it is very, painful for a faculty to solve the mock. But trust me, without mock, you are not going to clear it. आप सोचो अभी तो कई सारे बच्चे प्रिपरेशन करना ही चालू नहीं किए. By the time people start preparing, your 5-6 mocks would be already completed with discussion. So I think that will give you a lot of energy. Anup, I will discuss it by synthetic division. Please remind me on Wednesday. Mock DI was tough. Archit, you have already taken? Yes, we will discuss that. Don't worry, we will tell you how to score high. Fine. So let's move to the, now I want you to solve question number 5th, question number 6th. Okay. Yeah, question number 5th, 6th, and question number 7th as well. I want the solution of these 3 questions. So the time for this is only 6 minutes. Sorry, you have to do little fast, because I know most of you are going to write your mock test now. It's better that you are giving all answers together. Quick, 1 more minute left only. Yeah, Gerg, it is 3, 2 is, the first one answer is 3 and second one is 2. The 5th and 6th के answer है. Akashdeep, you have raised hand. Any query, my dear, you can ask. At least reply. अगर आप मुझे सुन रहे हैं तो बताइए, आपको कोई दिक्कत है तो लिखिए प्लीज. Okay, fine. Archit has given his answers. Bhavya has also given. Rohan Kumar has given answer. Nidhi Mittal gave fifth answer. Anjali gave first answer. Divyanshu gave first seventh answer. पहले शायद दिव्यांशु ने दे दिए थे. Sarthak is saying fifth ka it is third. Rajarshi is saying fifth ka third. Nushka fifth ka third. Very good. Most of you are saying so. Okay, let's come to the analysis of it. Enough. Let's see now. X plus a is the factor of it. So put x is equal to minus a in the equation. That gives you minus a cube plus a into minus a square plus a into minus a plus 4 is equal to 0. Minus a cube minus a square plus 4 is equal to 0. A square is come out to be 4, a is equal to plus minus 2. The value of a is coming out to be 2 as well as minus 2. So third one is the correct answer. You can have either 2 answer or minus 2 of it, which most of you have given. Let's move to the question number 6. ABC are real numbers such that this is this. Now, these type of questions are asked a lot earlier in CAT. For last 2-3 years, they are not asked. But before that, it was very common for 2-3 years consistently. These type of questions were asked. A square plus B square plus twice of C square minus 4A plus 2C minus 2BC plus 5 is equal to 0. So, अंजलि एक बात बताइए, अगर x इज इक्वल टू 2 होगा तो x स्क्वायर कितना होगा? 4 होगा. अच्छा, x अगर -2 होगा तो उसका स्क्वायर भी क्या होगा मैम? 4 होगा. तो whenever a square term is given as a 4 and you are taking a root, so you can say it can be both positive as well as negative. That's why we are writing plus minus. I hope it is clear, because whenever you are squaring -2, that also gives you 4. So whenever you are using a square root, please use both the sign plus minus. Fine. So let's come to this question, back to this. You got a square b square twice of c square. आप सोचोगे यार 2c क्यों आया? Once it is coming with a bc and the coefficient of that is -2. इसका मतलब there must be a number as a b minus c whole square, because that gives me b square, that gives me c square, that will also give me 2bc. I'm sure all of you know b minus c square होता है b square plus c square minus twice of bc. तो ये टर्म पूरा कंप्लीट हो चुका है. I use some other color. This term is already covered. This b square is covered and one part of c square is covered. Fine. Now look at this. Why there is minus 4a? So what I will do is, I'll say minus, if I half it, coefficient of a ka half, I can write it as a minus 2 ka square. Why? Because this gives you a square minus 4a plus 4. So what I'm going to get, I'm going to cover what all things here. Let me use some. I'm able to cover a square. I'm able to cover minus 4a. And I'm also going to cover 4 here. I'm also going to cover 4 from here. Then I look at B. B is gone, A is gone, C is gone, but there is also a term of minus 2C. I'll be using some other color. You can see 2C here. So I can say it is C plus 1 whole square. Why? Because that gives me C square. That gives me plus 2C plus 1. 4 is already covered, 1 is already covered, that makes 5. So can I say all of them are covered? So from this from this conclusion, I can say it is a minus 2 whole square, it is b minus c whole square, it is c plus 1 whole square. That gives you a square plus b square plus twice of c square minus 4a plus 2c minus 2bc plus 5 is equal to 0. I hope it is clear. Anyone having any doubt can ask me. Your chat is open. Okay, no doubt. So let's move to the next one part. The sum of them is equal to 0. If I'm saying that sum of these three values are equal to 0, आप सोचो ये perfect square है. This cannot be negative, it can be 0 or positive. This can be also 0 or positive because it is a perfect square. This can be 0 or positive. So sum of three positive value cannot be 0. That means all of them should be equal to individually 0. So a minus 2 is equal to 0, a is equal to 2. B minus c is equal to 0, b is equal to c. C plus a is equal to 0, c is equal to minus 1. If c is minus 1, b is also minus 1, a is 2. All values are already known to you. So then what is the question? What is a plus b minus c? A plus b minus c. What is a? 2. What about b? Minus 1. What about this? Plus 1. Your answer will come out to be 2. I hope it is clear. Any option as a 2? Second one is the correct answer. What is the coefficient of c square? That is 2, my dear. Look at this. Sorry. Here. 2c square. Anup Kumar, you are talking about when the sum of the values are equal to 0. My dear, these are perfect square. आपको पता है +4 में अगर -4 ऐड करूंगा then also it can be 0. But these values, these are perfect square number. Their sum is 0. It means that all of them should be equal to 0. जब सारे 0 होंगे तो my dear a minus 2 का square is 0 means a minus 2 is equal to 0 means a is equal to 2. आपने कहा b minus c is equal to 0 means b is equal to c. That is c plus 1 is equal to 0, c plus 1 is equal to 0, c is minus 1. When c is minus 1, b is equal to c, so b will also come out to be minus 1. A is already 2. Okay, Rajarshi, you're talking about this side. Can you see? I'm putting a tick. This one, this is right hand side for you. Question number 6. It says a square plus b square plus 2c square minus 4a plus 2c minus 5. Plus 2c minus 2bc plus 5 is equal to 0. Now I can see a square, I can say minus 4a. So whatever is the coefficient of a, we need to half that. Standard formula अभी थोड़ी देर पहले भी मैंने बताया था. I'll say a minus 2 का whole square because the expansion of that gives you a square minus 4a plus 4. So I know from constant 5, 4 is already covered here. Then I look at b. There's no value of b. There's a bc coming. So what I do is bc is coming when b plus c या b minus c का कुछ square होगा. This is minus 2. You will half it. So I can say it is b minus c whole square. Why? Because whatever the coefficient of bc, I'll half that. That comes out to be 1. It means the coefficient of them should be 1, 1 only. If you square it, you'll find b square plus c square minus 2bc. So I know this is twice of c square. 1 c square is already covered. Now you can look at this. There's 2c as well. I'll again half the coefficient of c here. I'll say it is c plus 1 ka whole square. That gives me c square plus 2c plus 1. Look here. 5 is covered. 4 was there. 1 was here. 2bc is already covered. B square is covered. Twice of c square is covered. 2c is covered. A square minus 4 is covered. All these values are covered. Now the sum of these values is coming out to be 0. So you are saying a minus 2 square plus b minus c square plus c plus 1 square is equal to 0. The sum of the square is coming out to be 0. That is only possible when all of them are equal to 0, because a square cannot be negative. It has to be positive or 0. So तीन positive value का sum cannot be equal to 0. Some of them should be positive, some of them should be negative as well. So I'm putting them equal to 0. I'll say a is equal to 2. I'll say b is equal to c. I'll say c is equal to minus 1. This is how you can do it. And c is equal to minus 1. B will also come out to be minus 1. Is it clear? Rajarshi, Anup Kumar. Okay, let's move to the next one. Question number 7 was also given to you. Very interesting question. I want everyone to at least try this one. But करा होगा आप लोगों ने, तो let's see here. X to the power of 4 plus x to the plus 1 upon x to the power 4 is 47. Very general type of question. You will certainly going to find it either in IFT exam or in ZAT exam or in CAT exam. So x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4 is equal to 47. Wherever a square plus b square is given, if you don't mind, can I write it as a square plus b square minus twice of ab? Because a plus b whole square hota hai a square plus b square plus twice of ab. So if I separate twice of ab from it, it will give you the same value. So what I can do is I can write x square whole square plus 1 by x square whole square is same as a x square plus 1 by x square whole square minus twice of x square into 1 by x square. X to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power of 4 is written as a x square plus 1 by x square whole square minus twice of x square into 1 by x square. I can say that x square and x square will get cancelled out. From this, I'll get x square plus 1 by x square whole square minus 2 is equal to x to the power of 4 plus 1 by x to the power of 4. I hope it is clear. Fine. Yes, this is already given as a 47. So I'll get x square plus 1 by x square ka whole square is equal to 49. So I can say x square by plus 1 by x square is 7 or minus 7. Now x is a real number, square of that will be also positive, 1 by x square will be also positive. Sum of two positive value cannot be equal to, sum of the two positive value cannot be equal to minus 1. So it has to be 7. I'm sure that it is clear to all of you. Now let's move ahead और आगे देखते हैं. I'll further say x plus 1 by x whole square is equal to x square plus 1 by x square plus twice of x into 1 by x. Now this value is given as a 7 plus 2, 9. The square of a term is equal to 9. So x plus 1 by x square is equal to 9. I can say x plus 1 by x is equal to 3 or minus 3. Is that fine? Any doubt from this till this point? Please do ask. If it is clear, type a yes so that I can move ahead. Okay. Okay, I know mock is there. Just a second. I'm going to complete it soon. 5 more minutes. Okay. So x plus I'm doing now here is equal to 3 or it is equal to minus 3. Fine. Now it is already mentioned x is greater than 0. So if x is greater than 0, this is positive, this is positive. Can it be equal to, because of this, can it be equal to minus 3? No, it will not be equal to 3. It will be only 3. I want to find out x cube plus 1 by x cube. A cube plus b cube का अगर आपको फॉर्मूला मालूम हो तो this is written as a plus b का whole cube minus thrice of ab into a plus b. I'm sure all of you know about this. So by using this method, x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to x plus 1 by x whole cube minus thrice of x into 1 by x into x plus 1 by x. This value, if you look at this, x plus 1 by x is already given as a 3. This is 3 cube minus thrice of x and x get cancelled out, which is 1 into 3. So this is 27 minus 9 will come out to be how much? 18. So I'll say x cube plus 1 by x cube will be equal to how much? 18. I hope it is clear. So if it is clear, please type a yes. If there's a query, you can ask. Okay, thank you. Riya Garg, Arpit, Rohan, Archit, Anushka, Ujjwal, Palak, Anoop, Akash Deep, Nidhi Mittal, Ishita Gupta, Vinny, Rajarshi. Okay, you can also take the screenshot of it, and then later on you can see the recording is already there. I'm going to share also the recording after the session. It takes some time, half an hour to 1 hour, to complete all the formalities. After that, I can share it. Fine. Okay, thank you. Write your mock. Tomorrow I'm going to analyze it. The people who have already done it, please do a good mock analysis. Archit, mock 2 cat was supposed to be attempted. Yes, Archit. Mock 2 needs to be written today so that tomorrow we can do analysis. I'm sure that you have got your schedule. Good. Thank you if you have done it already. Okay, thank you all. Bye. Anjali, you have a query. Yeah, you can ask. Yeah, Divyanshu, you can also write it at night time. All on you. A plus B के फॉर्मूले में नेगेटिव साइन आता है तो मतलब यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट A minus B. कर लो इसे. A minus B cube is A cube minus B cube is A minus B whole cube minus thrice of AB to A minus B. I hope you will get the answer. Fine. Anjali, is the query clear? So नेगेटिव आता तो ऐसे कर लो, ये तो सिंपल. दिव्यांशु वर्मा, कोई बात नहीं. अगर a प्लस बी नेगेटिव आ रहा है, आप पहले वाले की बात कर रहे होंगे कि -3 होता तो -3 वैल्यू रख लेते. वो तो कितना आसान है. a प्लस बी का क्यूब, a क्यूब प्लस बी क्यूब इज a प्लस बी होल क्यूब माइनस थ्राइस ऑफ ab इंटू a प्लस बी. मैम अगर ये -3 आ रहा है, ऐसे -3 रखो. -3 का क्यूब माइनस, that is 1 and this is -3. So this is -27 plus 9. कितना हो गया ये? -18 हो गया. खत्म. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Is that fine? Okay. Okay, thank you all.